Welcome
Welcome
to Shade
to
in the
Shade in
City.
the City.
I'm Trees,
It's Nels.
and today we're jumping right back into force. I feel like I'm starting to understand a little bit more. Things aren't confusing. I see people, I can recognize them. I still don't know everybody's name, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there, people. So I'm excited. So let's get into it. And what is it? Let's get into Tommy Force, as Chanel calls him.
Yes, Trees. Yes. Wait, what's it?
Oh, so we get right back to Liliana and Tommy. Now, he's asking her where she got her shit from. And he basically tells her that she got it from a guy who tried to basically steal her shit.
Tried to kill her for her shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So she clearly gets out of the situation. Clearly, a lot of people are trying to kill Liliana. And Tommy notices that this is a trend with this bitch. It's not just him. So basically, he's like, so you think ain't nobody coming to look for your ass? That's what you really think? He's like, after working with me and Ghost for as long as you have and dealing with me on your ass, you really think ain't nobody coming to look for your shit? So he's like, how much shit you got here?
She kind of lets him know. She kind of lets him know that, like, she killed the dude. I guess who it belonged to. Look at you. What is this little dance you got?
So Shade Squad, my prophetic guess who said there was more than one brick under that floorboard? Guess who said that last review?
Okay. I can't deal with shit.
So Tommy goes through and counts the bricks, and this bitch has 10 bricks worth $30,000 a pop. Tommy's like, somebody's coming to look for this shit. You naive motherfucker. Okay? So basically after that, instead of killing her, Tommy lets her know that we gonna basically have to start working together. And it's either that or you die. It wasn't really an option.
Basically.
So that was it. And then we see.
And of course, she chose to work with him and make the money.
Of course.
Because you know that nigga mean business.
It was that or that. Vic, I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my heater, people. I was getting a little hot over here. It's supposed to be 60 degrees tomorrow, so I guess the temperature is going up. But anyway, so Vic is down at the police station jail to bail out Simon. And I didn't get to catch the other two names of the two other Goonies, right? But
yeah, I didn't either. And the only person
and we only know Simon because we got his name, and he's annoying as fuck. It's a little easy to remember, So basically, the same guy, as he's exiting the police station, well, let me not skip the part as he's paying the bail, which is like $9,000 for all of them to get out.
$9,500 apparently.
I'm sorry.
So he peels off $500 and gives it to the lady behind the desk, and she get a little attitude because he's like, it's all there. She get a little attitude like, all right, he'll be out.
Hey, here we are again. Please, is somebody from the Shade Squad from Chicago? Is this a thing?
Oh, it's all there.
It's all there.
And we know
not to count my money.
We know not to trust Vic's ass. So
yeah, I like to count my money. I don't understand. Is this a real Chicago type thing?
She catches the attitude and she's like, he'll be out sooner or later, or basically later. So he gives her another the rest of the money, gives her another $500. He's like, here, put this towards PAL. We know goddamn well it ain't going to the PAL. It's going in that bitch pocket. So then she's like,
I didn't know what the PAO was, y'all. Apparently
PAL.
Oh, PAL. I thought it was like PO. We was going to the post office. That's what I was like, what?
No, it stands for Police Athletic League. It's like how they have the Boys and Girls Club and other.
Oh, like the YMCA?
Well, they still have the YMCA where they have the PAO, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay. Look, you learn something new every day, Shade Squad.
So basically he comes out, Simon comes out because she's moving with the quickness now that, you know, she got a nice little tip. And they walking out, and the police officer, do we? What?
I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either. I feel like we said it last.
It's the same guy that was rolled up on Diamond in the barbershop the first day or first night he got out.
Hold up. You don't got your caption on?
I do, and I still didn't catch the name.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the police.
Like he said, because in plus, well, I just still didn't catch it. The Shade Squad, if you know, we know he's the police now. He's a dirty cop, so we do know that much about him. But I didn't catch his name. I just know it's a dirty cop that rolled in on Diamond and was like, "Oh yes, I expect my haircuts for free, and yeah, I got my eye on you. I'll be back, Diamond."
No, he didn't want his haircut for free. Remember, he was like, "I pay my own way."
Oh,
Diamond offered it though. That's where you got it from.
But I wonder if Diamond knew that he was the popo, huh?
He did. Well, he did once he saw his badge. Because remember, Diamond got worried and he was ready to fuck his ass up. Like, nigga, I told you we ain't open yet. And then I think he was reaching for his phone or something. Diamond saw his badge, so he chilled out.
See, why did I never catch in the first shit that this nigga was a cop?
We said it.
Maybe you said it. I didn't realize that. I thought
that's something I want to say to you so bad, but I'm gonna wait till we off screen.
Don't do that. Anyway, so basically, yeah, Vic is like, so what's going on? Why is my family members being arrested? Like, I'm paying you to take care of this shit. Like, so what's up? And he's like, first of all, that was above my pay grades. He's like, and second of all, you have an alderman issue. I did catch that. I don't know who the fuck alderman is, but you have an alderman issue, not a cop issue.
I know he did say something about the warden. Like, maybe you need to speak with the warden. So I don't know if maybe he's a warden or what that guy's position is, but I know he did say something about like, it's like, that's above my pay grade. That's something you need to deal with, like with the warden.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that guy is a warden. And then he thought he was gonna punk the cop.
Yeah, he thought he was, and he let him know real quickly, motherfucker, I will break your whole hand if you don't get the fuck off
my fucking door.
And so Vic quickly realized that I'm probably about to get my ass whooped and go to jail. So let me slide you a couple dollars and thank you for your service.
Your kind services, sir.
Thank you. And then I love this scene only because Tommy is such an asshole. So Tommy is opening up and examining the product, and it has the little spider sticker thing, which Nels pointed out.
It's a spider card.
And I didn't realize, but I guess I have seen it before, but I didn't realize this was like a running theme throughout Power.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe so we can confirm.
I think it was from the Jimenez cartel.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it was. I think it was like from the Jimenez cartel. And I feel like we kind of seen it like when somebody died.
Yeah.
And the police would find the card there. So it's given the vibe. And I don't know why maybe Tommy doesn't realize it because it's the police that always found the card. Because I was like, damn, why he don't realize that, you know, he doesn't recognize this card with the spider on it. But I guess because it was the police that always found it. That was like their signature. So I would assume that these drugs are from the Jimenez cartel.
Okay. So Liliana walks in her drawers, y'all. That's basically what it was. She walked in her drawers, and Tommy is like, "You are not my type, sweetheart."
No, that's right, boo. You better tell her.
And look, you talking about, oh, Tommy. I said, he definitely likes black women. He definitely likes black women. So she advises that she doesn't fuck white boys. So you ain't got to worry about that. And then basically lets him know that, you know, you never want to get the product on your fit, you know? So she starts cutting, and Tommy is like trying to help or whatever. And she's like, you moving too slow, bro. You're not doing it right. Like, you've
been in management too long, basically.
Right. Like you're in the way. No more. And so he was like, well, damn, if I knew you knew how to do it like this, we would have upgraded you, you know, to the lab or whatever. And then when he says he and Ghost would have upgraded her. or promoted her to the lab. And then she asked about Ghost, like, oh, is Ghost coming down to, you know, whatever, or coming up rather, or over, I guess New York's here, Chicago's here. I'm sorry. So I'm really fucked up at geography, guys. That is not my strong suit. So anyway, basically he has to let her know that Ghost is dead. Nah. And no, but what was fucked up, she was like trying to make a joke, like, oh, you finally broke up with that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And he was
well, like, she said the Ghost finally broke up with you.
Or like something like that. And he's like, no, Ghost is dead. And basically I couldn't do anything to stop it. And we see Tommy kind of have a little moment. Liliana, you know, gives her condolences and feels bad. She asked if he did.
Well, I was gonna say, well, actually, she asked if he did it first. And like, I wasn't mad at her for thinking that he might have. It's like, goddamn, Liliana. Okay.
Unfortunately, you got a reputation in these streets, Tommy. So, but yeah, he lets her know, no, he didn't do it, but he couldn't have stopped it. And so as there's still, you know, she's like, I'm gonna be working on this all night, but I just need to know what my cut's gonna be. And he's like 70-30.
My way.
And she was just like, oh, you got me fucked up. I'm out here. And he was like, bitch, it's either that or you
I ain't that little bitch that was scared of your ass back in the day, my nigga. I want 50-50. I want half.
Did he agree to it?
Yeah, he agreed to it. He was like, all right, 50-50.
Oh, see, I thought he said, bitch, either take it or leave it because you're going to die if you don't.
No, he agreed.
I missed the whole part. I thought it was an ultimatum. Take you, bitch, or you're going to die.
No, she was like, I ain't that little scared little bitch from back in the day. I want 50-50. And I mean, it didn't really take him much convincing. He was just like, all right.
Well, 50-50. That's because she's also doing a lot of the work too. But, you know, at the same time.
And it's her drugs.
He could kill her. Are we missing this point? Her life is in the balance.
He could kill her, but then who's going to cut? Who's going to cut and get it to that sweet spot where nobody's going to be able to detect it and they'll be able to double their money. So
your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
What jig you doing right now?
So as we, you know, watch Liliana and Tommy, rest in peace. I ain't pouring no wine out. I ain't got much. I'm not pouring shit out. But
no, we're gonna do a toast.
But we're gonna do a toast to Ghost.
Like they did. They didn't pour shit out.
We don't waste no wine over here. We don't do that.
All right.
Okay. So Tommy goes to visit his brother. Why is my nose red? Like I'm Rudolph. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, it is kind of red.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on? Like I'm Rudolph. And y'all, I don't do that powder, so I don't know what the fuck is going on with my nose right now.
Oh my God.
I just stopped on camera and I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? It shines so bright. So Tommy goes to visit his brother. In my notes, it says Melvin. Chanel let me know that it's JP. Tommy asks, who's paying for Miriam, the grandma, nursing home? And JP, JP, that's his proper name. See, I didn't even think it was right. Lets him know that he and his father came towards the end, so he's not really sure how it's getting paid for. He believes it's set up through some type of trust, but the only way to know that would be to probably ask Kate. Tommy goes, that's not fucking happening. And he tries to give his brother, you know, another stack. Bank rolls rolled all up, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, I don't want it, money, and it just causes problems between the family. And he basically money is dirty, is what I'm getting. He feels like he's like, so you mean to tell me laundromats aren't legal in Chicago?
Clubs. And, he was saying that he ran it with, his homeboy, and they made a killing. And, he said, oh, so you retiring? Tommy said, yeah, something like that. I'm up north.
What happened to your homeboy? He's like, he went south.
He down south. Is he trying to say he went to hell? What is he saying?
You notice how everybody say, Ghost, I'll see you in hell?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. So yeah, no. So basically Tommy keeps pressing him and he's like, I just, JP's like, I just feel as if money causes so much problems between family members and things of that nature. And I don't want it. And he's like, well, your feelings aren't going to pay the bills now, are they?
Basically.
So he gives him, I forgot the dollar amount because this is where
Well, what he said, he was like, what's your number? What's your number to breathe? Everybody got a number.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down the dollar amount.
Oh, you got it because I didn't catch it.
Look, it was $196,223. Tommy said, well, that's a big breath. And he tells him, hold on to the money that you got. Let me see what I can do or whatever. I love the fact that, because we know who Tommy is. We know the, type of person he is, although he is caring. But to just meet him, and yes, this is his brother, but just meeting him, and he's going through all these links to try to help him out. And I mean, we know Tommy got bread, but like, I mean, you in a whole nother state, you in a whole nother city, you know what I mean? Like, you need to be, you would think that he would be focusing on himself and like trying to get himself together.
But you know what? I think to your point about that, because it just made me realize he also did, if it wasn't for Ghost, he was very similar with his dad. I think he is so quick. He can't stand his mother. So any family he can find outside of her to fuck with, he's willing to fuck with off rip. Once he actually can confirm that you are his family. Because remember, that was the whole thing. We didn't even know if his dad was his real dad for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's very similar with the brother where he's just like, I just want some type of connection because I'm sure he feels like alone in this world. And the one brother that he was known to have is no longer here. So I think for him, it's like, it ain't nothing to a boss. If I got to spend it, you know what I mean, to keep my family happy, this is all the family he got. He ain't got Keisha. He ain't got cash. Like, you got to do what the fuck you got to do. So I get it. But that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of, you might as well have just said $200,000 for real.
If I was Tommy, I'd be like, can I pay that in installments? But hey, it is what it is.
So then we have Diamond and Jannard. And they're walking through, I believe, a baseball field. And, Jannard is trying to convince him, like, hey, I think we should do some community work, fix up this area, whatever. And, Diamond doesn't seem like he's with it because he's like, it's dirty money. I really don't want to, you know what I'm saying, mix that. And he's like, if we help this community, nobody gonna give a fuck where the money came from. Like, why is it that our beautiful Black children can't have what those white kids over in what did he call it? Barrington. And Barrington have? And it doesn't seem like, Diamond really agreed or disagreed. He just kind of brushed it off. But I feel like he got a point. Nobody really gonna give a fuck where the money came from. I mean,
as long as it's being done.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, you have drug dealers that hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. Do you think anybody gives a fuck as long as they have a turkey?
Thank you.
For real.
Hell. So, then Tommy walks into his place, basically tells Liliana, come on, get the fuck up. Nigga, it's time to work. And she's like, I just sat down. It's time to work. And he pulls out a map, and I'm guessing because of the areas that he was looking at, she's like, look at you trying to look, looking at the biggest two hitters in the city, talking about
Flynn and the CBI.
Exactly. And she's like, what you know about the Flynns? He's like, yeah, we tight, he even invited me up to the house, and I was like, this asshole, goddamn well Flynn don't like his ass. So basically, she's like, you ain't got no coffee in this motherfucker. Like, the fuck, nigga, I'm tired. Like, you trying to work a bitch. And this bitch pulls out the motherfucking Coke talking about some breakfast of champions. This bitch is getting high on her own motherfucking supply for real. But he's like,
that's never good.
Exactly. He's like, just do a small one so we can do some small little bumps. We got to test the product anyway. Gives her props, let her know, she did a good job with cutting it or whatever.
Cut it.
And, he's going over, what you said? Oh my God, I can't deal with your ass.
Your price is way too high. You need to cut it.
I cannot deal. I can't deal. So basically, he's letting her know the plan. Look, all this shit is up for grabs. I don't give a fuck about.
I ain't got no friend.
Exactly. He's like, I wasn't born into these lines. I am not about to stay within these lines. You know what I mean? So she asked about, he asked, CBI or whatever. She's like, yeah, Jannard tried to fuck me the whole time. The nigga still owes me $8,000. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get your money. Don't even trip. And basically, he's like, we got to take this shit over. She's like, didn't you hear me when I said about the black, brown, and white? And he's like, the only color these motherfuckers should care about is green.
Green.
And that's it. And if they don't, guess what? I'm gonna just take this whole shit over. And we believe you, Tommy. We believe you.
Green is for the money, gold is for the honey. All right, I'm gonna let Nails lead because I'm gonna be honest and tell y'all it's a lot happening right now and I'm confused as hell. So go ahead, Nails. Please explain to us what the hell just happened.
So, JP. Why did I say JP?
Yeah, because they want JP.
Diamond and Jannard are on the baseball field, playing baseball, and Jannard is just talking mad shit, and Diamond's like, nigga, just pitch, like, just pitch. And so he asked him, so you still fucking with this white boy? And Diamond's like, nigga, just pitch, just the fuck. And he's like, you ain't answer the question, nigga, because I ain't got to. Okay, Diamond. All right. Okay, Diamond. And you know what I mean? Jannard's still asking. He's like, so you just gonna have this white boy around? I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Well, he helped me and he helped you. Man, fuck all that. He's like, fuck all that, fuck all that, fuck all that. We don't need his ass. And the old you would have been popped his ass.
Mm-hmm.
This thing getting a little big for his britches. Okay?
That's what happens.
He get a little big for his britches.
As I told him, it's giving Kane.
Diamond is basically like, well, I'm not the old Diamond. He's like, and these ain't the old days. I earned that spot. And Diamond corrected him, nigga, I gave you that motherfucking spot.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. And what's his face? Jannard is just like, well, you might have gave me that spot, but I made us relevant. Jesus Christ. And the whole motherfucking time, this little cop motherfucker is recording all this shit.
Streets is watching.
The streets is watching. The cops is watching. Mm-hmm. So then the Flynns sit down, they're having a little family meeting.
Family meeting. That's what I have.
And Walter, he's like,
it's so out then at the table about to damn die.
Basically.
Talking about he just had bronchitis. And Claudia's like, well, nigga, maybe you should stop smoking. And he's like, well, bitch, why don't you stop worrying? I was like, oh, the dynamic between these two is awful.
Yeah, I think he really don't like her. He don't like his daughter.
Look, do I have to go on my prophetic? Is this not your child, Walter Flynn?
It better not be another one of them.
Are we going to have a Zeke?
It better not be. So basically, he's like, I need y'all to meet with the alderman. He said somebody else. Oh, and McGuire.
I think his name was Alderman McGuire. Like it was one whole name. So his first name is Alderman and his last name is McGuire, is what I got.
But see, okay, so I'm confused because they said the Alderman. As if this is like a position.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He said the Alderman. I don't know. Anyways, so, she reminds him basically, the profits are down 12% from 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, look, we'll come back. Okay, we'll come back. What I need you to do, though, is go convince fucking McGuire to stick to the goddamn number, because this motherfucker's taking my money and I'm not standing for that shit. So you go get an expensive ass dinner with some expensive ass wine and put some sugar on that shit. The fuck? Basically, bitch, dress fly, be sexy, go sell yourself and get my motherfucking
That's what it was
number.
giving. That's what it was giving. He was hoeing out his daughter.
Basically. And then Gloria, she's
going to visit her mother's gravesite.
Exactly. And
so now we know she's Gloria Rogers, I assume.
Oh, look at you.
Well, no, because Christina Rogers, so I would imagine if they
I didn't even reach name, girl.
Yeah, if they have the same last name, then we now know her full name is Gloria Rogers.
So she's noticing that, I guess, like, there's like new things on this tombstone, and Vic pops up. She's like, you did this for my mother? And he's like, she deserved it. I thought it was super sweet. He got her a new tombstone. He's like, she's the only one that gave us her blessing. And she's like, yeah, because I told her nigga you was gonna take care of me. But basically you up here following what the fuck your daddy want to do. So he's like, I saw you with him. And she's like, nigga, that's why you did this? Because you was jealous? The fuck? And he's like, no, it's because I want to make you happy. She was like, if you want to make me happy, what you need to do is stop trying to buy me and stand up for me. That shut his shit all the way fucking down.
Can you give me some more time?
That bitch said, I own him. Nigga, I'm already 5 steps ahead of your ass. I'm already fucking enough, nigga. So, yeah.
And look, and it didn't take her long to jump on that either. Just saying.
I mean, it is Tommy.
Terrible.
Get a pass.
Oh, she get a whole pass. She get a whole pass. Oh, okay.
It's Tommy. She get a whole pass. Walter Flynn and his flunky. I guess
because we still don't have a name, and they didn't give it to us in the captions, y'all.
Yeah, we got the caption on, y'all. We still don't know this man's name. And we wish we can get y'all a picture, but stars don't play that shit. So he's a guy who works for Walter Flynn. They're waiting on Tommy and Liliana to meet up with them. And basically Tommy shows up. He's like, what up? You surprised to see me? You surprised I'm still here? And Walter Flynn's like, no, I know a lot of dumbasses. Fuck.
And what I got from this was basically Tommy said, yeah, I'm hard-headed as fuck. That's basically what he said. Like, I'm hard-headed. Like, I don't do what I'm told. But I got some business for you. And clearly we're meeting. So you clearly respect me that you took the time to meet me. So let's talk.
Exactly. So they walk off. They go on about their business. And the flunky and Liliana, they're left with each other, and he's asking her how she got this big ass scar on her face, because it's huge, y'all. It go from like here, like up. This shit is it's rag. It's crazy. So she was like, oh, it's a shaving accident. What's your excuse? I said, I'm really Liliana, quick on your toes. Like, why the fuck you so ugly, bitch?
Quick with the shade.
The fuck? So they going back and forth with their little banter. And, he's like, do you always answer a question with a question?
And she's like, do I?
I thought that was cute. Do I? So I guess he feeling her vibe because his old ass invited her to dinner.
And she was like, maybe if you shave the mustache,
then we'll talk. So Liliana out here trying to get her something from this old ass man.
I thought she didn't do white boys.
Apparently she do flunkies. I don't know.
She do flunkies, right?
So, cutting back to Tommy and Walter Flynn, he's like, I'm not used to my people not listening to me or not, not follow my instructions. And he's like, I ain't one of your people. And he like, yeah, you are. I see it in your eyes. Yeah, you. Tommy's like, no, homie, I'm a mutt. I'm not what you are. Okay, we different. We are not the same. I am a Martian.
Or I am a Martian, right?
So basically, he lets him know, like, I got a business proposition for you about this coat. And we know, Walter Flynn is not about this coke. He's like, I don't touch that. He's like, I know. You sell pills. Everybody knows you sell pills.
Yeah.
You're a fucking one-trick pony. Nigga, you need to diversify your shit. And
diversify your portfolio, nigga.
So he was like, if I was gonna do coke, I would just go with CBI. And he was like, really?
Clearly, I'm smart.
I know
they don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with them.
I know you don't fuck with the black crews. So you're full of shit right now. And he's like, you know what? You got balls, which we all know. And he's like, balls get you in the door, but brains keep you in the fucking room. And apparently he got Walter Flynn's attention because this nigga said, I'm listening. And Tommy, I guess, going to do a deal together with this, I guess, to this guy named Colin.
Colin lit.
Colin was lit. But on the way there, they're having their little conversation because, they don't really fuck with each other like that. And we know Vic knows that Tommy fucking with his girl. So, he keeping it under wraps, but he's still, basically. And he's like, oh, like, yeah, my dad is not going to fuck with CBI. Basically, he was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, basically, I don't fuck with black people. He was like, no, like, it ain't that, nigga. Nigga, if you only knew, we was fucking the same bitch.
Right?
Basically. So they make it up to where Colin is. Colin is high as fuck. He is high as a kite. This nigga rocking on shit, music playing, fucking, what's his face? Vic is like,
girl dying in his whole apartment. And he's not giving a fuck.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. Look, he got a little white girl. According to the caption, her name is Alicia. She's crawling through the house, scared as fuck. My heart is beating too fast. What's in this shit? Talking about she about to call the police. Got Tommy spooked. Tommy like, no police, boo out. He calms her down. He's like, I'll make sure you get out of here safe. You know what I mean? So they about to leave. They like, this is too much. And this little high ass motherfucker pulled out his goddamn gun. Talking about we here to do a deal. And we gonna do a deal. So Tommy pulls out his gun on the motherfucking security. It's curious, pussy ass fuck. Okay, nigga, this is your security, my nigga. This is your security. He's like, he hands over his gun. I have 4 kids. Tommy's like, okay, like just taking a nigga's gun, like, all right, you pussy motherfucker. So then basically,
he's like, this motherfucker's not worth dying for, or my 4 kids.
Basically. So then, Vic has the gun on Colin, and Tommy's like, yo, we don't need to be trying to haul out nobody in broad daylight. Fucking security. Talking about, oh, you can use the freight elevator, it carries.
That's the part that I was like,
it carries 2,000 pounds, and it goes right to the fucking alley. I said, damn, homie, what side are you on, my nigga? So, needless to say, Tommy passed this nigga motherfucking pillow, got everybody out the goddamn condo, and it was lights out for motherfucking Colin. Okay? And, then they get back to Walter, and of course, they got to explain why there was no deal made.
Okay.
And Walter's like, yo, you couldn't handle motherfucking deal? the fuck? And Tommy was like, yo, he was tripping. Like, he was doing a lot. And Walter don't even want to hear it. He's talking to his son.
I'm talking to my son, motherfucker, not you.
Exactly. So he's like, call Colin so we can get this shit back on track. And Tommy basically more or less said that he's dead. He's like, you could try calling him, but I don't think he's going to answer. So then, Walter's like, look, we need to unify the coke. He's like, get Diamond to the table and we're good. Even though he seems super reluctant. But it's a whole lot.
It's a whole lot.
Tommy went to go visit Diamond at the boxing ring. We know Tommy pays attention to everything. So it looked like he was reading something when he came in that said, best hand-eye coordination Chicago has ever seen. So we know this motherfucker can fight for real. Okay. And Tommy says, oh, I used to fight. And apparently, I guess whoever coached him told him to stay off the ropes and out the corner. And it's the most important piece of advice he was ever given. So he lets Diamond know, look, I'm here to talk business. Me, you, and Flynn. And Diamond like, basically, what business I got with him?
He don't like us. He don't fuck with it. He said, fuck us.
Exactly. He was like, I ain't never been no white man's nigga before. I ain't about to start now. So, of course, Jannard, who don't like Tommy at all, does not like the Flynns. He's in the background co-signing. Of course, like.
This don't sound similar, y'all. This don't sound similar to Tariq and Kane. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I cannot deal with this woman.
I'm just saying. We gotta differentiate the scripts. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
So basically, Diamond's like, well, is he down? And Jannard is about to lose his motherfucking mind. He's like, nah, like, you serious? Da 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 da. And he's like, yo, it's cool. Like, he's like, nah, it ain't cool. No CBI business goes down without me. He was like, you want the top seat, you're gonna have to take it. I said, oh, okay, little bro. Okay. LeBro, we done got grown. We done grew the fuck up. Okay. So Diamond lets him know, look, ain't no coming back from this. He's like, well, ain't no moving forward without it. They go get in the boxing ring. And, he was like, so, as a big bro, he was like, you sure you want to do this? This motherfucker clocked him in the goddamn face. So of course, what's on.
That was the first mistake.
It's on then. He like, all right, okay, this is what you really want. They get to fight, and Tommy and Elijah is on the sidelines making bets on who gonna win. Of course, Tommy got Diamond, and Elijah got Jannard.
What?
You okay over there?
No, I had pulled the cord and the mic is hooked to it, and so when I pulled to move the thing, the device.
She clearly got a lot going on, y'all. Excuse her. Excuse her. So they making bets. There is clearly no rules in this fucking fight. They headbutting and punching, and what's his face? Jannard kicks him.
Yes, he did. He hit him with some.
That's your perennial nerve.
Oh yeah, perennial. I was gonna say perennial. Good job, perennial nerve.
He was like, "That's your perennial nerve. Go on and tap out, homie. I know you want to." And look, it looked like it fucked Diamond up. I thought it was about to be lights out for Diamond, but no. He came back and he started punching that motherfucker, knocking him the fuck. I thought he was really gonna knock his ass out because he was damn near out of it. Okay. One more punch.
Thank you, Jannard. I gotta hit Chanel's perennial nerve.
I can't deal with this stuff. You gotta find it first. It's because it's not perennial. Look, you gotta find it first. So basically, Diamond whooped that ass. Okay. Yes, and what's his face? Jannard accepted his defeat. He's like, all right, you got the top seat. He said some shit about the crown he wear. I don't know what the fuck he said.
He
And
said
then
he's the head that wears the crown. Meaning, like, once you're in a top position, shit gets a lot harder. Motherfuckers is coming for you, aiming for you. It's different.
that is what he said. That's what he said. I just didn't write that shit down. That's what he said. So then Tommy's like, now that you got the juice back, what's up with that shit with Flint? He like, get it together. Hook it up. Now Alderman and Claudia.
And we learned Alderman is like a Tate. Alderman is like a Tate. He out here, he's like a congressman or something, or a councilman, and they're paying.
Oh, okay.
Because they were saying, because she kept saying over your ward, and they deal in his ward. So he's
got you. That's not what I got from what you were saying, because I was about to say he gives me creep.
Oh, you're stupid.
You know, he places these orders, these drink orders, these food orders, I guess, like trying to impress her. She is so unimpressed. She is not paying you no motherfucking mind. She does not give two fucks about what you talk about, sir. She looked like she ready to go. She want to take care of business, get the fuck up out of there. So she just sit down. She's like, I thought we had an agreement. And he's like, you know, agreements change. She's like, well, we need to be notified, motherfucker.
When agreements change.
I thought I did that. You know, she's just like, look, if this harassment continues, we're going to take our money somewhere else. There's a whole lot of pockets, empty pockets that need to be filled in this city.
Yeah, exactly.
And he tries to blackmail her motherfucking ass. Talking about some
those envelopes
love
your family. Pussy. Well,
yeah. That too. He said, and those envelopes is the only thing stopping your family from clank clank. Okay. So this bitch talks about his daughter attending Sacred Heart,
which apparently she went to.
Yes. And she was like, you know, I used to hate those uniforms, but your daughter looks like she keeps those very clean. I would hate for her to get dirt on it. I said, oh, okay, Claudia. This is not what your daddy meant by putting sugar on it, okay? That is shit and salt, okay? That is not sugar. Either way, I'm proud of you, bitch. It worked, okay? Because
you ain't have to give up no
that motherfucker agreed. Because that motherfucker agreed. Okay, he agreed to keep shit the same. Okay, and what the fuck she said? She said, "I believe that even if I gave you
a manual and
a map, you wouldn't know the first thing about eating pussy." Get that motherfucker the money and left. I said, "What?" Drop some. Look. Here, my little mic.
You stupid. Don't break it, bitch. Don't. See Tommy come back to his house, his little loft. And Liliana's like, well, if the Flynn's ain't gonna move this shit, I can definitely do it. So go ahead and give me my half of the product. And he's like, no, bitch, that's not happening. And then he's like, who's really looking for this shit? Because why are you so gung-ho on taking some? And like Nell said, I think she's just getting high off her own supply. But I'm sure she's
that's the whole reason, but she definitely getting high off her own supply.
She's getting high.
Like, I cut the shit. We still gonna make the money. Goddamn, I could bump a few pockets.
So basically, Tommy lets her know that's not gonna happen. And basically he said, hasta luego.
The way he said it, though, he was like, I'll call you. Hasta luego. I was like, they all meet at a bar, at Gloria's Philly Trace.
Uncle Steve's chicken, y'all. Shit.
I tried to tell you. They all meet at the bar that Gloria works at. And, basically, Tommy is the one, doing the talking. He's like, he runs the South Side. Y'all got the North on lock. And, Vic intervenes and he's like, yeah, we're ready to work with CBI. Daddy Flynn is like, whoa.
Calm down. Know your role.
This is just a conversation. This is just the first conversation, basically. And Tommy's like, look. Well, he's like, well, how much of a cut are you looking for? And he's like, 10%, for the both of y'all. And how much you want, Tommy? This nigga said 5% on every deal. Nigga. And Walter Flynn was not feeling that shit. But Tommy was like, nigga, your numbers is down. So I would have thought this would have made you motherfucking happy. The hell? Basically, he's like, how do I know Diamond is going to keep his end of the deal? Diamond's like, nigga, basically, because I said so, motherfucker. The fuck? Because my word means something, bitch.
Right? And then he goes into...
Lord have mercy.
I was going to say, go ahead.
Now this motherfucker done opened up shit.
The floodgates.
Right? Walter Flynn was like, oh, so I'm just supposed to take your word for it. What about what happened 20 years ago when you rolled up on Paulie and his wife? I said, what the fuck is Paulie? What the fuck is his wife? What the fuck is these people? The hell? He mad about some shit that happened 20 years ago. Okay? And then the flunky spoke up. Started standing up, getting mad, talking about some Beth had all this glass in her face and it took 52 stitches to fix her beautiful face back together. Who is you and who are you? The fuck? Who?
We still don't have your name, Flunky.
Right? And basically Tommy's like, yo, okay, we getting way off topic. Like, we get to talk business. Y'all talking about
I don't know what this underlying history lesson is, but
right. And Diamond is like, yo, it wasn't us, it wasn't me. And he's like, oh, so I'm just supposed to take your word for it. That's the problem with you motherfucking black parasites. What? Are we showing our true colors now?
True colors.
We showing our true colors. He was like, you put 9 of my men in the ground and I didn't retaliate. Walter Flynn, I told you this motherfucker was a G. He said you didn't retaliate because I would have put 19 more of the motherfuckers in the ground. I said, oh, have mercy, Jesus. Look, basically, Diamond said, fuck this shit.
This is I will say, this is some very different, I feel like very different than what we see in New York. Maybe Chirac is totally different than what we thought. Because damn. Because even Tommy was like, what the fuck? Why are y'all so... I think he was like, why are y'all so hell-bent on race? Like, that's a thing.
Yeah. He asked. He was like, what just happened? Walter Flynn said history. Fuck history. So Tommy leaves and, Vic is upset. And he's like, yo, like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. He was like, if the Italians, the Greeks, and the Polish find out that we're in bed with these motherfuckers, like, they're not gonna fuck with us. And he's like, nigga, if we don't fuck with them, we are fucking extinct. The fuck? I think he shut his daddy up with that one, because did he say anything after that? I don't even think he said anything.
He didn't say anything after that, but he probably couldn't because he's about to die. So
Jesus Christ. Tommy runs after Diamond, and he's like, yo,
like that.
You're the worst. He's like, yo, I didn't know that this shit was gonna happen. Like, my fault. He was like, I did, but it ain't on you. It's on the city. I don't really know what that means, but
I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah. And then, Gloria walked past. She's like, well, this definitely answers my question about what you do. He's like, how you ain't never asked the question. How the fuck does this answer your question? Like, bitch, I would have told you had you asked. You ain't asked, but you was trying to figure it out. That's what the fuck you was doing. And then we see the police parked off, ducked off, up there taking pictures. Now, Tommy got in his car and looked in the rearview mirror and he was like, fuck. So I'm thinking that he noticed them.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping he takes. Yeah, I think he did. So he takes off in, his Mustang. Then out of nowhere, this motherfucking G-Wagon. Then she pulls up next to Tommy is Claudia's ass and cuts this motherfucker's off. Cuts his ass off. He's like, look at you rolling up on me like an OG. The daddy know you out here? I said, oh. Okay, Tommy, the shade. Jesus. We know this woman, she you know she's a grown-ass woman, right? Like, the fuck? She's basically like, yo, Tommy, what do you want? What do you want here? Like, what are you trying to say? He's like, I'm basically just trying to make as much money as possible and take over. You want in? She said, nigga, what the fuck you got is obsolete. I got the good shit. The fun basic nigga, do you want in? I might be able to help your ass out. Cause the fuck I got is elite. Okay, he like, oh, okay, well, bitch, is this an invitation? She like, bitch, it might be. The fuck? I don't know. She might be bi because she looked like she's giving me like.
I was gonna say I felt there was some sexual tension there.
Exactly. She's giving me that she's feeling him a little bit. So then Elijah goes to meet up with Jannard. And he's like, yo, you sold that dive in the ring. This was an act? This
no,
like,
that's not Elijah. Elijah is the son. We don't know.
No, Latrice.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No. Elijah is Jeremiah.
I'm still confused.
Elijah is Jeremiah.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he's like, you sold that dive in the ring, and he's like, yeah, and he bought it. I was like, oh, all them punches in the face and shit, like that was an act, sir. The fuck? And he's like, yo, you know this is gonna cut CBI straight down the middle. And he's like, yeah, but it's the long game. He's like basically like,
I'm gonna get everybody.
Half of them is gonna be with him right now. Half of them gonna be with me, but it's the long game. They all gonna end up with me. I said, why are we trying to play our big brother right now? The fuck? Niggas ain't shit.
But hoes and tricks.
Claudia is hanging out with her little boo thing. Yeah. I have no idea.
We didn't have a name for her in the caption.
Since the other girl person 2 is gone, she can be person 2. Okay. So Claudia is with person 2, and they're discussing her boo. And Claudia is laid out looking at the vial of this drug. She is like fascinated, but whatever the fuck this shit is, I don't know. Okay.
Clearly the person number 2, the boo, is a pharmacist of some sort, because she gave her some shit that was like approved. She
said something about like
it was a diet pill.
3 trials. Yeah, she was like 3 trials for FDA to discover the compounds are too close to coke. And apparently it was a busted diet pill is what she said. She was like, God bless fucking America. Like, that really is. That really is how shit fucking happens. So she's like, yeah, this is where you and your family come in. And Claudia's like, nah, homie.
That's where I come in. Me.
If you thought you was getting a Flint experience, that shit ain't happening. It's just me and you. And of course, she agrees. She's like, okay, that sounds good financially.
I've been waiting. Think I'm going to make that move. Now,
they was playing that song at the restaurant.
Tell me how you like it. Hey.
So then we see Tommy, standing outside. It looks like maybe like a rooftop area, maybe his building. I don't know. He's like overlooking Chicago. He is trying to figure out what's going on with this card with the spider on it. Tommy, I can tell you. Just come home. Okay? I can tell you. Okay?
Why?
It's the Jimenez cartel. I'm telling you. I'm letting you know. Just call me, boo. That's it. So, he gets a text from Gloria. Because Gloria just want to give it up or whatever, She's like, are you up? You want some company? He's like, always. The fuck, bitch? Stay the fuck home. Call Vic, bitch. How about that? Call Vic. He's home waiting for your text. How about that? So, she shows up to his place and she's like, The biggest fire starter lives in a firehouse.
I loved it. I thought it was so cute.
But whatever. Okay, bitch. Whatever. This was supposed to be a one-time thing. Okay? You're doing too much. You're doing too much. So then she's just basically like, I don't want to more
Some
talking.
people like milk in their coffee.
So she's like, well, we clearly know. I mean, Vic, hello. So she's like, basically like, no more talking. She don't want to talk no more. She just, and Tommy's with it. He's like,
Vic is an Irish cream, by the way. Nobody likes that.
He's quiet, basically, as she instructed, picks her ass up, got her up against the window, and they going the fuck at it. Okay.
While the subways go by, watching them fuck in the window.
Don't try to make it sound romantic.
It was great. It was on some Love Jones, passionate, just Love Jones was in Chicago. Love Jones was filmed in Chicago. That's what makes it so great.
No, but Love Jones was with Tate. That's what makes it so great.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode and review of Force, episode 3. Make sure that you like,
comment,
subscribe,
and hit the notification bell. And our subscribers are going up, y'all.
Oh, thank you. Make sure you're sharing us with your friends, and we appreciate you. And we will make sure that we vlog or share our celebration when we hit 100, because it's such a big deal for us. And it's not a big number, right? But that is a big number for us.
It's big. It's huge for
us and where we started. And so we can't wait to keep growing Shade Squad. We thank you for your support. Love you, love you, love you. I believe in having an attitude of gratitude. And I thank you so much for your support. Keep coming back. Keep liking the videos. Keep coming to watch us. Hit the notification bell. And we will see y'all next week. And subscribe. And we will see y'all next week for another episode of Force. Bitch. Tommy Force.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!